Have you ever wondered why some cats leave home and never come back? It's not just about curiosity. There are hidden dangers, instincts, and even heartbreaking reasons behind it. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly why this happens and how to make sure it never happens to your cat. Number 1. Stress. Stress is one of the most common reasons why your cat may decide to leave home. While cats are often seen as independent, they are actually creatures of habit who thrive in a stable, predictable environment. Even the smallest changes in their surroundings can cause significant stress. Cats are highly sensitive to their environment, and when something disrupts their routine, it can deeply unsettle them. For example, the introduction of a new pet or even a new family member can make your cat feel anxious. Cats are territorial animals, and they may not respond well to the presence of another creature in their space. Even changes like moving furniture, altering feeding schedules, or adding new sounds, like construction work or loud music, can make your cat feel insecure. Though these changes might seem minor to us, they can create a sense of chaos for your cat. When cats feel stressed or threatened, their natural instinct is often to flee to a safer, quieter environment. Unlike dogs, who might seek comfort from their owners during stressful situations, cats may retreat or even run away to find peace. This behavior becomes more likely if they're exposed to constant anxiety triggers, such as yelling, loud noises, or an unstable home atmosphere. Recognizing signs of stress in your cat is crucial. You may notice that they become more withdrawn, hide more often, or even start to avoid certain areas of the house. Excessive grooming, changes in appetite, and increased vocalization are also common signs that your cat is feeling anxious. It's essential to remain patient with them and avoid punishment or yelling, as these actions will only escalate their stress. To help your cat feel more secure, try to create a calming environment at home. Keeping a consistent routine, such as feeding and playtime at regular intervals, can provide your cat with a sense of stability. If changes are unavoidable, introduce them slowly to give your cat time to adjust. Make sure your cat has safe spaces to retreat to, like a cozy hiding spot or high perch, where they can relax and feel in control. Number 2. Fear. Fear is a powerful and often overlooked factor that can drive your cat to run away from home. Cats, while known for their independence, are incredibly sensitive creatures who rely on their instincts for survival. When they sense danger, their first response is often to flee. Fear is one of the most intense emotional triggers for a cat, and it can arise from various sources in their environment. Whether it's an unfamiliar dog in the neighborhood, the loud crashes of a thunderstorm, or the startling booms of fireworks, these triggers can send your cat into a state of panic. Unlike humans, cats don't have the ability to rationalize these threats. Their instincts are primal and focused on protecting themselves from perceived danger. For example, if a neighbor's dog comes charging towards your cat, or if a thunderstorm causes loud, unpredictable noises, your cat may instantly panic, thinking they're in danger. In such cases, running away from home may seem like the safest option for them, as they seek a quieter, more secure place. Fear can also be triggered by seemingly harmless things to us, like certain smells, unfamiliar people, or even changes in the routine. Cats are territorial animals, and they may feel threatened if their space is invaded, whether by a new person, another animal, or something else that seems unfamiliar. This fear can build up over time, especially if your cat is constantly exposed to things that make them uncomfortable. One of the most important things to keep in mind is that your cat's fear is very real, and it's not something that should be taken lightly. It's easy to assume that animals are more resilient than they actually are, but fear can deeply affect your cat's well-being. In fact, fear is often exacerbated by actions that might seem harmless to humans. For instance, pranking your cat by placing a cucumber near them or scaring them with loud, sudden noises may seem funny in the moment, but to your cat, it's a real and terrifying threat. These experiences can lead to lasting anxiety, causing them to associate certain people, places, or actions with danger. Over time, this can build up to the point where your cat feels like they need to escape just to feel safe. This kind of fear adds to the stress that cats may already experience in their daily lives. If your cat is already dealing with stress from changes in the home, new pets, or loud noises, their fear can compound the situation, creating an environment where they no longer feel secure. The combination of stress and fear can make your cat feel trapped, And when they can no longer handle these feelings, they may decide to leave. This is why it's so important to protect your cat from unnecessary fear and ensure they have a safe space to retreat to when they need it. To help reduce fear in your cat's life, start by being aware of what might trigger their anxiety. Dogs, especially those that bark loudly, can cause significant stress for some cats. If there's a dog in your neighborhood that causes your cat to become fearful, try to keep your cat indoors during times when the dog is outside. If thunderstorms or fireworks are a regular occurrence, consider creating a safe, quiet space for your cat where they can hide or relax. Some cats find comfort in cozy spaces like small boxes or hiding spots where they can feel secure and protected. Using calming products can also be helpful for fearful cats. Pheromone diffusers, sprays, and collars mimic natural scents that can help your cat feel more relaxed. These products can provide a sense of calm and security, making them less likely to panic when they're exposed to things that cause fear. Another option is to provide more vertical space, such as cat trees or shelves, so that your cat can escape to higher ground if they feel threatened. Cats feel safer when they can observe their environment from above, and this can help reduce their fear in stressful situations. Number 3. Double life. Believe it or not, your cat could be living a double life. Cats are clever and independent creatures, and sometimes they enjoy a little extra attention from other people in the neighborhood. If your cat has a habit of disappearing at the same time every day and then returns as if nothing unusual has happened, it's possible that they have another family or friends nearby. Many cats are known to establish secret second homes where they're pampered, fed, and treated like royalty, sometimes by unsuspecting neighbors. This behavior is more common than you might think. Cats are territorial animals, but they can also be quite social and love the idea of receiving affection and food from multiple sources. If there are friendly humans in your neighborhood who enjoy giving your cat some extra treats or attention, they may have unknowingly become part of your cat's extended family. Cats are adept at finding people who are willing to care for them, and they often know exactly how to work their charm on those who are willing to offer a little extra love. While this may seem surprising, it's really just part of your cat's nature. They are natural wanderers, and having more than one source of care and affection allows them to enjoy the best of both worlds. These secret rendezvous may go unnoticed for a while, especially if your cat is always well-fed and comes back home looking just as healthy and happy as before. To avoid confusion and ensure that everyone is on the same page, it's a good idea to put a collar with identification on your cat. A visible collar with your contact information can help other people in the neighborhood know that your cat already has a loving home. It's a simple way to let others know your cat belongs to someone and prevent them from being mistakenly treated as a stray or free-roaming pet. Additionally, if you discover that your cat has another family, you might want to have a friendly conversation with the neighbors to ensure they're not feeding or taking care of your cat without realizing they already have a home. This can help reduce any potential confusion and make sure your cat isn't inadvertently leading a double life that could lead to problems down the road. A collar with identification also serves as a safety net in case your cat ever gets lost or wanders farther than expected. That way, if they do decide to explore a little too much, someone will be able to contact you and reunite you with your feline friend. It's important to remember that while your cat may enjoy the attention of others, they will always find their way back to the place where they feel most comfortable, home. Number 4. Territory expansion. Imagine your cat as a little conqueror, ruling over their domain with a proud sense of ownership. Cats are incredibly territorial by nature, and they often view their home as their personal kingdom. When they feel like the undisputed king or queen of their castle, their natural instincts may drive them to expand their territory beyond the safety of your home. This is especially true if there are other cats in the neighborhood, cats who may be seen as challengers to their throne. If you notice your cat venturing out of the house at regular intervals, it could be their way of asserting dominance and marking their territory. Whether it's the sight of another cat lurking around the yard or the desire to explore a new area, your feline may feel the need to stake their claim. Cats have scent glands located on their faces, paws, and tails, which they use to mark areas as their own. This territorial expansion is simply part of their natural behavior, and it's their way of communicating to other cats, "This is my space." While this behavior is common, it's more often seen in male cats, who tend to be bolder when it comes to claiming territory. Male cats, particularly those who are unneutered, have a strong drive to roam and establish their dominance over a wider area. They may even engage in territorial disputes with other males, which can sometimes lead to dangerous encounters. This roaming instinct is not just about finding new spaces to explore. It's often about ensuring that other cats know who's in charge. But don't worry, there's a very simple solution to help manage your cat's territorial urges: neutering. Neutering your cat can significantly reduce their drive to roam and expand their territory. This procedure not only helps with behavioral issues, but also improves their overall health, reducing the risk of certain health problems and unwanted behaviors. Neutered cats tend to stay closer to home and are less likely to get involved in territorial disputes or wander off in search of new territories. By neutering your cat, you can help them maintain a more peaceful existence, both at home and in the neighborhood. Neutering can also help your cat feel calmer and more relaxed, reducing stress and the urge to constantly assert their dominance. This will keep them safe at home and reduce the likelihood of them getting into dangerous situations outside. Number 5. Hunting instinct. Cats are born hunters. It's an instinct that's deeply ingrained in their nature, and no matter how well fed they are, their natural drive to hunt will always remain a part of who they are. When a cat spots something moving, whether it's a small bird, a bug, or even a shadow, their first reaction is to chase it. This innate hunting behavior can be thrilling for them, but sometimes it can lead them further from home than they intended. Especially for young cats, who are often full of energy and curiosity, this urge to chase and explore can result in them wandering off or getting lost while pursuing prey. While this instinct is perfectly natural, it can sometimes cause issues, especially if your cat becomes so engrossed in the hunt that they lose track of their surroundings. Young cats, in particular, are known for being more adventurous and impulsive. They're not only exploring their world for food, but also learning and developing their skills as hunters. In the process, they may wander beyond their usual boundaries, which can put them at risk of getting lost or encountering dangerous situations. But don't worry. There are ways you can help satisfy your cat's hunting instincts without them needing to leave the safety of your home. One of the best things you can do is engage your cat in interactive play. Use toys that mimic the movements of prey, such as feathers on a string or laser pointers. These types of toys allow your cat to simulate a hunt, providing them with the mental and physical stimulation they crave. Not only does this satisfy their desire to hunt, but it also strengthens the bond between you and your cat. Another way to help is by offering your cat a variety of toys that keep their mind engaged. Puzzle feeders, treat dispensing toys, and climbing structures can give your cat the physical and mental challenges they need to stay entertained and stimulated. These activities can provide a healthy outlet for their energy and prevent them from feeling the need to wander off in search of something to chase. If you feel your cat still has excess energy to burn or would benefit from a new challenge, consider adding another pet to your household. While cats tend to be solitary creatures, many will happily interact with other animals, especially if they're introduced properly. A small animal, like a hamster, guinea pig, or even a bird in a cage, can provide a source of entertainment for your cat without them needing to venture outside. The sight and sound of another animal can tap into their hunting instincts in a safe and controlled way. Number 6. Lack of basic needs. If your cat's basic needs are not being met, they may decide to leave in search of a more comfortable or fulfilling environment. While it's easy to assume that providing food and water is enough to keep your cat happy, the truth is that cats have a variety of emotional and physical needs that, if ignored, can make them feel unhappy or neglected. If your cat starts to feel that their home is no longer meeting those needs, they might seek out a new place where they feel more cared for and secure. Of course, food and water are essential, but they aren't the only factors that contribute to a cat's well-being. Cats are social animals who require attention, affection, and interaction with their human companions. If you've been too busy to give your cat the love and attention they need, they may start seeking it elsewhere. Cats thrive on positive human interaction and, if they feel neglected or lonely for too long, they might wander off in search of someone who can provide the attention they crave. Additionally, cats are incredibly particular about their environment, and this includes their litter box. If their litter box is dirty or if you've moved it to an unfamiliar spot, your cat may interpret this as a sign that they're no longer welcome in the space. Cats are creatures of habit and like having a designated, clean spot to relieve themselves. If their litter box isn't up to their standards, they may look for a more suitable place to do their business, either inside the house or outside, which can increase the chances of them wandering away. In some cases, a dirty litter box can even lead to your cat feeling stressed or anxious, which might contribute to their decision to leave home. It's also important to remember that cats need a clean, comfortable space to rest and sleep. If your cat's resting area is uncomfortable, dirty, or too noisy, they may feel less inclined to stick around. Creating a cozy, quiet spot where your cat can retreat and relax is essential for their comfort and happiness. Cats are also highly sensitive to their environment, so if they feel uncomfortable or stressed in their own home, they may look for a more peaceful place outside the house. To ensure that your cat stays happy and content at home, it's crucial to dedicate time to meet all of their needs. Spend time playing with them, petting them, and giving them attention every day. Make sure their litter box is always clean and placed in a quiet, accessible spot. Keep their living environment comfortable and safe, providing them with cozy spots to rest and opportunities to explore. When you meet your cat's physical and emotional needs, they'll feel happy, secure, and loved. As a result, they'll be much less likely to seek out another place to live. A well-cared-for cat will want to stay close to the people they trust, and you'll both be able to enjoy each other's company without worrying about your cat wandering off. Number 7. Not feeling well. One important reason why your cat might suddenly become an expert escape artist is that they may not be feeling well. It's easy to overlook, but changes in your cat's behavior could be a sign that something is wrong. Cats are incredibly adept at hiding their pain and discomfort, a trait that's deeply ingrained in their instincts. In the wild, showing weakness or vulnerability can make them more susceptible to predators, so domestic cats often mask any signs of illness or injury. This is why it's so crucial to pay attention to any subtle changes in your cat's behavior. If your cat has been acting differently, becoming more withdrawn, less active, or seeking out isolated spots, they could be trying to find a quiet place to rest and recover. Cats instinctively look for secluded spots when they're not feeling well, as it provides them with a sense of safety and peace while they deal with their illness. They might even seek out an outdoor location, somewhere hidden from view, in an attempt to avoid being disturbed. This behavior can be especially concerning if your cat has never shown an inclination to leave home before. This instinct to hide when sick is a survival mechanism. In nature, a cat that appears vulnerable could become an easy target for predators. Even though your cat is safe at home, this deep-rooted instinct may drive them to find a solitary, quiet place to recover without drawing attention to their condition. In more serious cases, such as if your cat is in their final days, they may even venture further away from home to spend their last moments in peace, away from the hustle and bustle of daily life. This can be heartbreaking, but it's an important reminder that when cats begin to withdraw, it could be due to illness or discomfort. As a responsible pet owner, it's crucial to stay attentive to any changes in your cat's behavior, particularly if they suddenly start isolating themselves, eating less, or showing signs of lethargy. Even though cats often hide pain, some changes in behavior are clear signals that something might be wrong. If you notice any of these signs, don't hesitate to take your cat to the veterinarian for a checkup. Regular veterinary visits are important for catching potential health issues early on, ensuring that your cat is healthy and happy. Number 8. Curiosity. Cats are born explorers, and their insatiable curiosity often drives them to investigate everything around them. From chasing a fluttering butterfly to sneaking around corners in search of hidden mysteries, their adventurous spirit seems to have no limits. For the most part, this curiosity is part of what makes cats so intriguing and independent. However, there's a darker side to this inquisitive nature. If left unchecked, it can sometimes lead them into situations that are dangerous or difficult to navigate. Imagine this. One moment, your cat is chasing after a leaf, or perhaps they hear an interesting sound coming from the bushes outside. Without thinking twice, they dash off to investigate. Before they know it, they've ventured far from home, completely lost in their exploration. The excitement of the chase may have clouded their judgment, and they suddenly find themselves in an unfamiliar place, unsure of how to get back. In some cases, their curiosity may lead them into conflict with other cats, putting them at risk of injury, or they may get stuck in a dangerous environment where it's difficult for them to escape. This is why it's essential to strike a balance when it comes to your cat's explorative tendencies. You don't want to suppress their natural curiosity, as it's an important part of who they are. But at the same time, you need to ensure that their explorations don't put them in harm's way. If you know you have a particularly curious cat who loves to roam and explore, it's important to take proactive steps to protect them. One of the best ways to keep track of your cat's whereabouts is by controlling their outdoor activities as much as possible. If you allow them outside, try to keep their outings limited to a secure, enclosed area, such as a cat-proofed yard or a leash walk. While it's not always feasible to restrict their explorations entirely, controlling where they go can minimize the risk of them wandering too far or getting into trouble. In addition, using technology like a GPS tracker or geolocation device can give you peace of mind. These small, lightweight devices can be attached to your cat's collar, allowing you to track their location in real time. This way, if they do get lost or venture further than expected, you can quickly pinpoint their whereabouts and retrieve them before the situation gets worse. How does your cat find their way back home? The ability of cats to find their way back home is nothing short of remarkable. Cats possess an incredible sense of direction and rely on a variety of instincts and sensory tools to help them navigate their environment. However, it's important to understand that, while they are gifted navigators, they're not infallible. There are instances where even the sharpest, most intuitive cat may become lost or struggle to find their way back. Cats have a finely tuned sense of smell that they use to track scents and pheromones. When your cat leaves home, they may rub their head against objects, scratch trees, or urinate in specific areas to leave behind a trail of scent markers. These pheromones act as a guide to help them retrace their steps and return to familiar territory. This behavior is part of their natural instinct to mark and protect their territory, and it can serve as a helpful tool when they need to find their way back. However, despite these impressive abilities, it's crucial to understand that not all cats are guaranteed to find their way back home every time. Cats can sometimes become disoriented, especially if they venture too far from familiar surroundings or if something disrupts their usual route. They may not always leave behind clear scent trails, or they could become distracted by other animals or unfamiliar environments. Factors like weather, stress, or injury can also make it more difficult for them to navigate accurately. This is why it's important not to become complacent and assume that your cat will always find their way back. While their instincts are strong, they're not foolproof. If your cat does go missing, it's crucial to act quickly. Start by searching your immediate surroundings and checking areas where your cat might hide or seek shelter. Don't forget to check your own yard and any nearby outdoor spaces they may have wandered into. One of the best ways to ensure a happy reunion is by making sure your cat has an updated microchip. A microchip can provide crucial identification if your cat is found and taken to a shelter or veterinarian. It's a small, relatively inexpensive investment that can significantly increase the chances of being reunited with your cat if they ever get lost. At the end of the day, while your cat's navigational abilities are impressive, it's your responsibility to ensure they stay safe. By taking preventive measures and acting quickly if your cat does get lost, you can help protect them and increase the likelihood of a safe and happy reunion.